Hi again, everyone. This is Preston Dakota Assistant Sports Editor Jeremy Hoeck, and we're here with another Coyote Game Day football preview video for the Saturday, October 2nd football game between the University of South Dakota and the University of North Dakota. Now, without even getting into it, you can already tell that's a rivalry game. You've got two bordering schools, two teams in the Great West Conference, two Division I transition partners, and among other things, a matchup between 2-2 teams. South Dakota comes in after a loss at North Dakota State, while North Dakota has won 2 straight games and defeated Northwestern State last week in Grand Forks, North Dakota. The key to this game is looking at the history, and now this has been a series dominated by the Sioux. Of the last 14 games between these two teams, North Dakota has won 13 of those games. And the only win for South Dakota was in 2005 when they were Division II teams and USD won in Vermillion, and that win gave USD a share of the North Central Conference title. You know, only 5 years ago, but a lot has changed since then. North Dakota won last year in Grand Forks 27-12, and USD is looking to obviously flip that script, and that is something that South Dakota head coach Ed Meyercourt talked about this week, is his team's struggles with North Dakota.
This is a big game. It's a conference opener. It's our homecoming. It's the Fighting Sioux, who we respect and have treated us poorly in the last 15 years. We've beaten one time in 15 years. That needs to end this Saturday. And our kids understand that, you know, if you're going to pick a team for North Dakota to beat, it better be the Sioux because they're in the Great West Conference. And it's the only game we have this week. Our kids are going to play extremely hard. We're going to coach our rear ends off.
For the Coyotes, the key this week is going to be stopping North Dakota wide receiver Greg Harden, the redshirt freshman who is from Bellevue, Nebraska, by the way. In last week's win against Northwestern State, Harden had 5 catches for 177 yards and 3 long touchdowns. And you think 5 catches, not a lot, not eye-opening, but 177 yards is. You can do the math on those, and you can figure out that he is obviously their big play guy. They look to him for the big play. And his performance last week against Northwestern State earned him a lot of accolades. If he wasn't already on the map, he's now on the map at this level, Division I FCS level. So the Coyotes are well aware of what he brings to the table. And it'll be interesting to see how USD tries to slow him down. I don't know if you can completely slow him down. It's just a matter of what schemes they bring on defense, if they double team him, or if they're going to focus on the run game. So that'll be one aspect to watch. And now on the other side for the Sioux, their head coach, Chris Mussman, talked this week about how his team is going to have its hands full against South Dakota, regardless of their history. Playing in the Vermillion in the Dakota Dome is never an easy task, and that's something he talked about.
It's going to be packed, rocking. It's 2 good football teams, 2 teams that are, you know, similar in their approach to the game. You know, this looks to me like a typical South Dakota team coached by Ed Meyercourt.
Okay, so the stage is set. Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock in Vermillion. It's D-Days. It's homecoming game for Vermillion or for USD. Obviously, a lot of festivities going with that. There's going to be a near sellout crowd. I'm not completely sure if it's going to be sold out, but it's going to be well over 9,000 fans. So the game is going to start at 2. I'll have a live game blog going at www.yankton.net/Coyote Game Day. I'll get that started a little before 2, and then we'll go from there and we'll see what happens. And for the Yankton Press and Dakota, this is Jeremy Hoeck. We'll see you Saturday.